Who's your favorite rapper of all time? Nore ain't gonna answer this. Who's your favorite?
Of all time?
All time.
It's gonna be Ice Cube.
I'm gonna go with Biggie.
Okay.
Ice Cube over Biggie?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I was born in LA. I was born in LA.
What are you?
Raised in Miami.
Yeah, the feds is crazy. Nigga said Ice Cube over.
In my top 5 is Big L.
So you would say Biggie got Ice Cube got better verses than Biggie?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Today's agenda had the suitcase up in the central.
Biggie's in my top 5. Biggie's in my top 5. My man.
You crate the
no Vaseline. Obliterate that. Obliterate that.
So you saying
that certificate as an album?
Hold on.
That certificate as an album?
That's why I hate this industry. Hold on. So you saying you telling me Ice Cube is a better storyteller than Biggie?
Lyricist?
You fucking bugging.
Yeah, but Biggie's one of the best.
You lost your fucking mind.
But Biggie's one of the best.
Big Ice Cube is better than Biggie with storytelling?
Totality?
You fucking bugging, nigga. You lost your fucking mind.
I lost it.
From what? Today's agenda to I got a story to tell? From when I talk about fucking bitches and their men pull up and all that. You saying, don't get me wrong, Ice Cube is fire.
Are you serious?
Storytelling?
Are you serious? NWA? That certificate? America's Most Wanted?
You're bugging.
Kill at Will?
No.
Are you serious?
The best story.
Are you serious?
Bro,
are you serious?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
The best storytellers are Biggie and Slick Rick, nigga.
The best storyteller?
Biggie and Slick Rick.
Slick Rick is one of them.
Biggie and Slick Rick are the best storytellers, nigga.
Slick Rick, you got
lost your mind, nigga. Ice Cube is better than Biggie? Is he crazy?
Am I crazy?
My niggas are bugging over there.
Am I crazy?
You're bugging. Today's agenda.
I just say
got the suitcase up in the Central. Go to room 112. That's a Jersey dude. That's a Joe Bro.
Who else? Who else?
What's my man? So you saying today's agenda?
What agenda?
Got the suitcase up in the Central. Go to room. Feel the frameless. Leave all the niggas stainless. You saying Ice Cube got better balls than that?
Ice Cube got better balls.
Your mind, bro.
Biggie didn't have time to
your mind, bro. Biggie Q was just that. Today's agenda, bro. Biggie suitcase up in the Central.
Ice Cube was the better.
Nah, you're bugging. Now you lost your mind.
No.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
Anybody else? Anybody else? What do I say?
Bugging.
If
y'all agree, y'all crazy. Biggie is the best lyricist ever.
No, but
today's agenda got the suitcase up in the Central.
Listen, Biggie's one of the best. I'm personally Ice Cube my favorite.
All you hear is, come on, bro. You mean to tell me Ice Cube got Betty Balls than Biggie?
Yes.
Nah, I love Ice Cube, but you're
in totality, yes.
You don't know your hip hop, bro.
What up with it, YouTube? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man. And y'all ever been in a situation like this, man? Things can get heated. You know, a friendly conversation / debate can go there. It can get a little snippy, you know what I mean? And it kind of started to go there, you know? And it's like, yo, y'all know if you tap into J Coffee Talk, the whole slogan or my whole outlook on things is, yo, let's agree to disagree. You know, what's the point of arguing, you know? Because, hey, a heated debate in the spirit of just good conversation is good money. But if you start getting insulting, and I don't know if EFN took it that way, you know, as this was on the Drink Champs podcast. And, of course, they were drinking. You know what I mean? That's the whole concept of Drink Champs. Everyone pulls up, drinks, have some good convo. I think the only individual that really didn't drink on there was 50 Cent, but I think they might have even got him to do a few shots. But nonetheless, Yayo really kind of started talking his ish, right? Like, you're bugging, you're crazy. Biggie's the best storyteller of all time. Biggie and Slick Rick. And, you know, EFN flat out was just like, yo, Ice Cube, he's the best MC. He's the best storyteller. Biggie's dope. But Biggie had a smaller sample size. And, you know, honestly, when it comes to these whole hip hop, you know, debates of who's the greatest, which I'm not really a fan of these with, you know, those lists are always so controversial. Who's put here on the list, or years ago when they did them brackets and all that, you know. I'm not like, it's tough to really rate MCs, but I like the fact that these are both guys in hip hop. That's always been my kind of take on a lot of the lists and stuff. A lot of the times that really get people talking and hit the news cycle the hardest often are by individuals that have never made hip hop or worked in the industry at all in any capacity. You know what I mean? Like Jay Coffee Talk just make a list and it hits the news and people are going, and like, who am I to put anyone on? Like, you know, like, let's have some good convo, but at the end of the day, you know, everyone's going to have their different take on things. But you know, Yayo's ass was drunk. He sounded like a damn broken record with that today's agenda. Got the suitcase up in the Centra. Go to room 112. Tell him, what do you say, Blocko sent you or whatever. Like, you guys remember Joel Santana had that on in Dipset Anthem. He like sampled that flow and rhyme pattern and some bars out of there, and it was dope. You know, another thing that's so great about hip hop, sampling and flipping it into something else. I like it, you know. But you know, Yayo's ass is drunk, and I'm sure Yayo been in a few fights in his life, in a situation like this, where we're just having a few drinks, talking our talk, and, you know, oh, you're crazy, you're stupid, you know what I mean? Like, things turn heated from a friendly convo. I just don't like it. But yeah, when it comes to those lists and everything, my bad, I got a bit off track with Biggie. Something that a lot of individuals bring up is the sample size, which, you know, Biggie only had a couple albums and he was killed. You know, he was just getting his feet wet in this rap game. Like, he had so much more to do. Who knows where things would have went when it came to Biggie. You know, like, he definitely was an original type MC. He was great at storytelling, but you know, everyone's gonna have their different thoughts and feelings and whatnot. So hit the comments and let me know what y'all think about it. Who's the best storyteller? Who's the best rapper? Your thoughts about these two MCs and about this conversation, man. Yo, to see EFN get kind of turned up was wild too, because he's a very chill, mellow dude, man, you know. But I will do want to also point out, though, to me, Yayo's pride as a New Yorker may also be a big part of where, you know, like, his love for Biggie, which nothing's wrong with that. You know, like, you fuck with who comes from your turf or whatever. But there was a guy, I don't know if you heard in the background, that EFN was like, yo, he's from Jersey. And he's saying Ice Cube. But man, Cube done did so much in the game, from NWA, you know, writing for Eazy-E, you know, his amazing solo career, from all those albums back in the day to even in the late 90s with War and Peace, Disc 1, the War disc, the Peace disc. Like, Cube is just the truth, man, you know? So it's like, I see both their view, you know, on this. I can't kind of feel where EFN was coming from, though, when he was like, yo, are you crazy to tell me I'm crazy? Like, I feel you. I feel what you're saying about Biggie, but how dare you kind of diss Cube in a sense, you know? Like, why can't they just both be great or whatever? And when it comes to the whole storytelling side of things, you know, it was a good day. That's an interesting story in my thoughts. But hit the comments again with your thoughts on all this, guys. But Ice Cube has responded.
In Drink Champs, shout out to Tony Yayo and EFN. They were talking about storytelling, and they were saying that it was either Biggie Smalls or Ice Cube. EFN was for you, and Tony Yayo was for Biggie. Yeah. And they were saying that Biggie had better storytelling than you. So, what's your response to that? Like, you and Biggie Smalls.
It's subjective, you know. Everybody got their favorites. You know, I put my stories up against anybody. And, you know, I have a bigger sample size. But at the end of the day, you know, everybody's going to have a different opinion. You know what I mean? I love Biggie. I'm a fan of Biggie.
So
I mean, your body of work and you're like the DNA of hip hop. Biggie's also the DNA of hip hop, but you have a body of work which surpassed like years of like us growing up with you and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've wrote records for Easy and NWA, and look. If we talking about storytelling, we just talking about rhyming because I write movies too, so I'm a hell of a storyteller. You know what I mean? I could tell a damn story, you know? So are we just talking about rap? Because that's only a portion of what I do.
And it was a heated interview. Like, they were arguing.
Oh, they was good.
You know?
I mean, to be in that conversation, I'm winning already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So that's Ice Cube talking with Who Kid. Also like a G-Unit affiliate, Who Kid. But yo, Ice Cube was like, hey, it's all subjective, which, you know, I feel him on that. That's kind of what I was getting at. Everyone, you know, our music touches different people in different ways. You know, it speaks to many people in many different ways. Like, that's a part what's so great about the music, you know, how you can feel it based on who you are and your life experiences. But Ice Cube definitely, you heard him, right? He let it be known, like, he's more than confident in his catalog and what he's done in the rap game. But yeah, like, Who Could let him know this ish got heated. And Cube said that's good. I mean, ultimately, stuff like this is good for hip hop, is good for music. It is interesting, you know, but it was just crazy to me how things almost really went there. You know, like, in an alternate dimension, there's an alternate version of this where someone hooks off on someone or something like that, you know? But yeah, and Cube also pointing out, hey, when it comes to storytelling, don't forget, I write movies as well, and I've made some classics, you know? Obviously, that's different than music, but still, it's another, you know, whole side to Ice Cube. So there you have it, man. Cube's response. Let's talk about it all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned for more. But yeah, man, real quick before I go, though, Yayo was really, like, you could tell he was buzzing with that today's agenda. Today, like, y'all know what I'm talking about? The whole broken record thing, when an individual got some of that liquor up in him. I've done it myself sometimes, where the next day, you know, y'all ever have those days where you're like, yo, was I tripping last night? You know, if you ever used to go hard like that. And but some days when I was just more or less ruffling some feathers, I was repeating myself a lot, you know. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Let's talk in the comments. Let's debate it up. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more. It's J Coffee Talk. Talking music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. I'm out of here, guys. Peace and God bless.